Well, I say money, peace, and blessings. All right, so how are these guys malefics, right? We have the term malefics and benefics in Vedic astrology and whatnot, and it's like, what really makes these planets malefic or benefic, right? Why do we call, you know, these set of planets malefic and another set of planets benefic? You know what I'm saying? What really is the psychology or the reasoning behind these two words or whatnot, right? And from what I've been able to ascertain so far, benefics are the softer planets. Benefics are the feel goods. You know what I'm saying? The nut busters. You know what I'm saying? And the malefics are the planets that feel the opposite. They don't feel good. They're rough. You know what I'm saying? Planets that can cause pain, or planets that aren't necessarily the most relaxing. Yada yada yada, etc. etc. So pretty much tough planets, malefic planets, right? And today I'm going to talk about how exactly are these guys malefic. I want to start off with saying calling planets malefic and benefic, in my opinion, is elementary. I mean, yeah, you can understand it for the sake of it being like a general concept, but I would really, if you didn't have to, I wouldn't even learn it in the first place. I feel like it causes more problem than it actually does help a person understand the functionalities of a planet, if that makes sense. Because when we say these guys are malefic, it pretty much kind of boxes them, or it doesn't let an individual's mindset be able to expand further beyond quote unquote malefic functions. You know what I'm saying? Or at least some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people like myself are able to, try to break the whole Rubik's Cube down and, reassemble it the proper way. But I know I'm rambling. Let me get back on topic. So, what makes these guys malefic? How are these guys malefic? So, sun, right? Sun is said to be a malefic, due to the feeling that it can exhibit upon, the peoples. But when you think of the natural world, physical attributes and functionings of the sun is what keeps the planet alive. Nothing can live, nothing can flourish, no vegetation, no plant life, no form of animal life can sustain on this planet without the heat, the warmth, and the energy output of the sun. So, in my opinion, sun probably should be the greatest benefic, the greatest benefactor, the greatest beneficiary, off of that alone, because wouldn't nothing really be possible without the sun, right? You know what I'm saying? The Egyptians and all these different cultures or whatever wasn't doing the sun god worship for, thousands of years for no reason, right? But just wanted to point that out to kind of demystify the benefic and the malefic thing categories in one way, right? So, sun, sun is said to, sun is the king. Sun has the ego. Sun can be quite a harsh energy. You know what I'm saying? Like on a regular day outside, or if it's too hot, 100 some degrees, 90 some degrees, or whatever, people can start to feel the pain or the harshness or the malefic energy and attribute of the sun. But truthfully, it's not even about. It's not even that the 100-degree output is a malefic output. If you really want to be real, and I'm gonna kind of get into some tin four hat shit because I got to, right. If you really want to be real, you know what I'm saying. The mitochondria. Now let me chill out. But if you really want to be real, you feel me? The state of health that we're currently collectively occupying, as a human species, with all the different vaccines and all the different heavy metals, all the different, fluorosols, if that's even a real fucking thing, aerosol, you know what I'm saying? Not fluorosols. All the different aerosols that's in the airspace, all the different chemical concoctions that we pretty much intake within the body on a daily basis, it has us in a state of being impure, very much so impure in a lot of different ways. And the sun's energy, the sun is a natural purifier. It's a natural vibratory scalar. Like it scales, raises the vibration and whatnot, right? And for all of those who are unable to raise, you know what I'm saying, to elevate, to go higher, it can cause hell to the people who have impurities within the system, or impurities within the psyche, or impurities within whatever, right? And that can feel malefic, but it's not necessarily malefic for the sake of being malefic. It's malefic for the sake of this person hasn't aligned with rising higher, if that makes sense. The sun is the natural king. It's a natural father, right? The father, the king, they have a natural code of conduct that is expected for the normal citizen, or your kids to abide by. And if they don't abide by that, if they can't hold that standard and rise above that standard, there's consequence. This is where the malefic consequence comes in, right? This is when you put belt to ass. This is when you stop buying niggas Pop-Tarts and Zaxby's and you just start feeding motherfuckers water and bowls of rice or whatever, right? This is when you take away the iPad. This is when you just walk in the house and just start stealing off until a motherfucker understand that they better come home with straight A's, right? No, that's wild. Like stealing off on your kids is wild. Like that's insane. Like walking in the house and just stealing off is fucking crazy. Let me chill out. But either way, right? A son, a king, a father becomes quote unquote malefic, or he reprimands, he brings consequences when a certain standard or a certain level of living is not met by the kids or by the subjects. So that's why it can often feel malefic, in certain ways. It's really a purifier. Even when the sun conjuncts with certain planets, you will see the qualities of that planet in relation to the ego start to get purified over time. And depending upon the strength and intensity of the sun, it can showcase that the person can have experienced deep level humiliation or purification in regards to whatever that planet represents or whatnot, right? So that's the sun. I might do separate videos on each one of these. Should I do separate videos on each one of these? Yeah, because I feel like I can keep going. I can keep going on the sun alone. I ain't gonna lie to you. But nah, I'm gonna close it out right here, and I'll do the other 4 grahas in their individual parts. I guess to sum out the sun portion once again, this is just about in the way that it can be malefic in, but understanding it's not truly a malefic for the sake of being a malefic. The sun makes people feel good too. You know what I'm saying? It definitely enlivens, it definitely blesses, it definitely has a benefic aspect, right? So once again, you don't really just want to give into the malefic title or the benefic title, you really want to understand some of the core functions, at least, of the sun for what it is and why does it do this, or why does it behave in this way, you feel me, or why the general astrological community would say that the sun behaves in this way, right? But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for right now. Velocity.